This is a video on hypothesis test for a mean. The question states, the Hardy Grain cereal box says that its weight is 18 ounces. You suspect that the mean weight of this brand cereal is smaller. Use the following data with alpha equals 0.05 to test your claim. And we have the data, which is this big long list of the number of ounces of a sample of these cereal boxes. And we start out with a hypothesis. We start with our null hypothesis, which is what the other guy says. And what the other guy says is that the weight is 18 ounces. And that's the population mean weight. This is quantitative data. So I write H naught colon mu for the population mean is equal to 18. Now I write my alternative hypothesis. And the alternative hypothesis is what we think is right. So H1 colon, and now we think that the mean weight is smaller. Smaller is a less than sign. So H1 colon mu is less than 18. We want to test this hypothesis. So I need to put this into a calculator so I can come up with my test statistic and my p-value. Let's do that. I'm going to use the LibreText calculator that I programmed, and let me show you. So here's the calculator, and this is, again, it's online, and it's free. And we need to first figure out what kind of statistic we want. And in particular, if we scroll a little, we will see what we're doing is we're doing a hypothesis test for a mean, and we have data given. And that's number 15, a hypothesis test for a mean with data. So I click on that. And it says type in the values from the data set separated by commas. So let's do that. And I am going to pretend I just typed them in one at a time, but that usually takes a little bit of time as you type in, you separate it by commas, and then we have our data. We do not know the standard deviation of the population, so leave that blank. We had that our alternative hypothesis was a population mean was less than a number. So less than is correct here, so I click on less than. Our mu naught, that's what's on the other side of the inequality. We want to show that it is less than, and our mu naught was 18, because that was my hypothesis. And I hit calculate, and there it is. X bar, which is a sample mean, was about 17.7. Our test statistic, t, is equal to negative 2.3, etc. And our p-value is about 0.017 or so. So let's go back to the question. So here is what we found. We have our X bar is 17.7. Our t test statistic is negative 2.3 about. And our p-value was 0.017 about. Now notice that the p-value, which is 0.017, is less than the level of significance that's given, which is 0.05, our alpha. And when the p-value is less than the level of significance, that means we get to reject the null hypothesis. And I can state my conclusion. The conclusion is I reject H naught, I accept H1, and I can conclude that there is statistically significant evidence to support the claim that the population mean weight of Hardy Grain cereal boxes is less than 18 ounces. And I'm done with the problem. Thank you for watching this video.